If you are new to yoga or new to Yoga for Cancer, please watch the following tips to ensure you get off to a good start. These suggestions will make your class with me more comfortable as well as safe and effective. I recommend you watch these start tips at least once, but they are not required for every session. If you have questions or concerns in the future, you can always come back and easily review again to maximize the benefits of our yoga class together. How to sit. In yoga, we learn how to sit comfortably and with proper alignment. Is essential and builds the foundation of all yoga poses. It's all about how to place your bones, and the same foundation principles apply when standing or when lying on your back. Therefore, start your yoga practice by taking a seat on your yoga mat and also in a chair or on a bolster, or even you can do it on the edge of your bed. We build the pose, all the poses from this comfortable position, and you must be comfortable enough to stay and not fidget in this position for at least 3 to 5 minutes. We will look at 3 ways to sit. The first way to sit is the pose that I am in now. We call this hero pose. I am using a block underneath my sits bones and between my ankles. This may be difficult and cause pain for some because we all don't have the same flexibility in our bodies. For me, it is quite comfortable. For others, it may not be, so you might choose another pose. And to start in this pose, hero's pose, I spread a blanket underneath my knees so that they will be comfortable. And then I placed a block like this between my feet to sit on. That relieves the pressure from my ankles and from the top of my feet. It can also use a small rolled blanket underneath your ankles if that makes you more comfortable. And then bring your knees together. Another way to sit is how Jerry Ann is sitting here in a chair. Practicing yoga in a chair is different than how we would normally sit if we were sitting at our computer. We want to make sure that the backrest is not being leaned against, but start with a nice sturdy chair like Jerry Ann is here, and place your feet on the floor. The feet should be hip distance apart, but as you can see with Jerry Ann, we have had to place blocks underneath her feet so that the floor comes up to her feet. Sit relaxed as if you were seated in a throne and your body was a pyramid. Similarly, you could sit on the edge of your bed in the morning and do the starting warm-up yoga practice that we will be learning in our class today. Another way to sit, the third way to sit, is cross-legged on your mat. This is probably the most common and familiar yoga pose position to sit in, but it's also the one that makes it most difficult to align the spine properly and create space in the open chest for proper breathing. And these are our goals for all 3 of these positions. So Jerry Ann has chosen to sit up on a bolster rather than on her mat so that her hips will be just a little bit higher than her knees. In that way, she is automatically put into proper spinal alignment, as I am in when I am seated in hero's pose, or Jerry Ann was automatically when she was sitting on the edge of her chair. The other parts of seating in a cross-legged position are that it might cause some pain or discomfort in the knees or in your hips. And for that, we provide blocks underneath the knees or underneath the hips. So these 3 poses are your choices throughout your yoga practice. Find the one that is most comfortable for you, most comfortable for sustaining 3 to 5 minutes.